Joining us now is Olivier Knox, a national political correspondent for the Washington Post. And he's been following the impeachment proceedings very closely. Hi there, Olivier. Thank you so much for being with us.
It's my pleasure.
Now, this is the second day of the impeachment trial. So what are the differences between what you saw yesterday and what's happening today? Can you sort of break everything down for us?
Sure. Well, there are big stylistic similarities in the sense that the House Democrats, who are acting as the impeachment managers, that is to say the prosecution in effect, have relied again today on some pretty alarming, amazing, emotional footage from the January 6th riot, the storming of the Capitol. So that is one big similarity. Yesterday was a 13-minute long video of the violence interspersed with what Donald Trump told his supporters at that rally on the Ellipse near the White House. Today, we have seen police dispatch, radio dispatch exchanges, and other video and photo evidence. The biggest difference, though, is what's being argued. What was being argued yesterday was the constitutional question of whether the Senate can sit in an impeachment trial of a former president. Now, as you know, at the end of the day, the Senate voted that they could, in fact, do this and would, in fact, do this. Today, the argument has turned more over to just how responsible former President Donald Trump is or was in that riot. What did he do in the days, weeks, and even months beforehand to set the stage for it? And did he, in fact, do, as the article of impeachment accuses him of doing, did he actually incite the insurrection?
And to make this case against Donald Trump, House impeachment managers have been talking about different situations like the one where Trump supporters surrounded a Biden campaign bus here in Central Texas. So I guess they're just trying to establish what exactly?
They're trying to establish a couple of different things. The first one is that they're trying to argue that the president has a pattern of inciting or rewarding welcoming violent acts. And so they went back over and they looked at all the different times in the past couple of months that his supporters surrounded the homes of election officials. For example, armed supporters surrounded their homes. That caravan incident, of course, being another example. They're trying to make the case that Donald Trump knew or should have known that his words on January 6th would unleash a violent response.
Now, whether they can actually make their case or not, so many people are calling the impeachment trial a waste of time. Have you seen any signs of more Republicans breaking ranks in this particular case?
Well, yesterday we had another Senate Republican, Senator Cassidy of Louisiana. He had voted in the past with most of his fellow Republicans to say that this was an unconstitutional process. He broke yesterday and voted with 5 of his colleagues and all the Democrats to say, no, in fact, this is constitutional. Now, whether that will lead to a vote to convict, I don't know. I think it's too soon to tell. My crystal ball is a little cloudy. But that was sort of a test vote. Going forward, it does still seem almost an impossible task for the House Democrats to somehow round up the 17 Republican votes that they need to convict the former president.
All right, Olivier Knox with the Washington Post, keeping a very close eye on this second impeachment trial. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure entirely.